Okay, the first part of this problem is not so difficult. Simply use a method we've been using for the other problems to solve for the maximum utility consumption bundle. So remember that let's write down here what we have. Price of food is 10. The price of clothing is 1. And the money that the family has is 50/40. In this particular problem, we are looking for the amount of money that this person will spend on food. Clearly, in order to answer that problem, we need to find out the quantity of food, right? So that's then multiply that by the price of food to find the quantity, the amount of money they spend on that. The ratio of the marginal utilities is MUF over MUC, and that's going to be equal to the ratio of the prices PF over PC. Now the partial derivative of U respect to F is going to be 60 FC, and the partial U with respect to C is going to be equal to 30 F squared. Put one on top of each other, 60 FC over 30 F squared. We end up with so that's going to be equal to 2C over F. All right. Now we know that that is equal to the ratio of the prices, which is 10. PF over PC is 10. So now we have 2C over F equals 10. So that's basically that's 10F. 10F equals 2C. So C is going to be equal to 5F. And now we can replace that into the budget line, which in this case is going to be C equals 50/40 minus 10F. All right, so 5F is going to be equal to that. 5F equals 50/40 minus 10F. And now we solve for F, right? So that's going to be F is going to be equal to 336, and the amount of money they will spend is going to be 336 times 10. That tells you money spent on food. Alright, so they will spend $3,360 on food. So that's the answer to the first part of the problem. Now let's see if you can give it a try to the second part. Okay, this question actually changes one thing on the problem. So the price of food, instead of being $10, now it's going to be $5. Everything else is the same. So if it didn't change anything about the marginal utilities, then the ratio of the marginal utilities continue to be the same as before. So the marginal utility of F over the marginal utility of C is still going to be equal to 2C over F. The only difference is that now the ratio of the prices is actually going to be different now from before. The ratio of the prices before was 10. Now the ratio of the prices is 5. So when we put the two things together, we're going to have a different equation for the maximizing utility equation. So 2C is now going to be equal to 5. 2CF is going to be equal to 5. Which means that now C is going to be equal to 2.5 F and not 5F as it was before. So now we can replace. Now remember that the budget line also might have changed a little bit. So because the ratio of the prices is the slope of that budget line. So now we have C is equal to 50, 40, that stays the same, but now this, instead of being 10F, it's going to be 5F. And now when we replace here, 2.5F equals 50, 40 minus 5F, then we can solve for F. And now F is going to be equal to 672, which happens to be the twice. So they're basically, if they cut the price in half, they're going to double their consumption of food. And the question is asking you how many more units of food that will be purchased. If they were purchased in 336 before, right? So this is F2. F1 was 336, so basically the change, or the answer, is going to be 336. Okay?